What's up, guys? It's Dillusscuss. So Comic-Con was this weekend, or is this weekend? It's Sunday. So they came out with, DC did, of course, Suicide Squad, which I'm excited for because I actually like Suicide Squad a lot. And then they released the trailer for Wonder Woman, which I'm kind of excited about. I didn't go see Batman vs Superman because I knew it'd be a shit show, so I didn't really get to see Wonder Woman other than the trailer images and trailers and images and shit. And so I'm kind of excited. At first, I was kind of apprehensive about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, but apparently she did good. She was one of the only reasons, apparently, that Batman vs Superman was okay, because what I heard was fucking stupid as fuck, and they fucked up. So they released that, and then they released. It seems so hateful. And they released the Justice League teaser. I'm not about that. It seems too rushed. Yeah, Wonder Woman is getting her own movie, but that doesn't mean you can go straight from Batman vs Superman, which had a lot of issues, and you fucking killed Superman. You fucking killed Superman. Yeah, he's alive apparently, but you fucking killed Superman and you killed off Doomsday. You fucked up. You done fucked up. Okay, so it's like an Avengers team-up movie, because that's what Justice League is. It's the team of DC's heroes, and it's basically DC's. I believe it was before the Avengers. I'm not sure. Either way, so that's coming out already, and it's Batman picking up superheroes, and then what it's going to end up being is probably 40 minutes of the end is going to be action, and the rest of it is going to be exposition, character story arcs, bunch of other bullshit, because they have to introduce all these characters and give like their backstory and instead of doing what Marvel did, which was fucking great, was do individual movies. Yeah, like there was Iron Man, which is great, and then there was Iron Man 2, which is like eh. But I mean, still, you got to meet and love these characters in their own individual movies. And then when Avengers did happen, it didn't have to explain really shit about the characters. You just like, boom, let's go. They should do that. Now, I get what it is, because they are behind Marvel, and Marvel's raking the money in the box office. But this isn't what you do. You don't just like, okay, let's do Batman vs. Superman. People fucking hated it. Let's do a Justice League, because people want that shit. Yeah, we want it, but we want it done right. And the trailer, it didn't seem like, there were parts of like, this is gonna be fucking dope, and there were parts that was like, really, like the Flash scene where Batman throws the Batarang and then it's like slow motion. That part was way too long. They could have like, cut in the trailer, just like him throw and then slow down, and then him like seeing the Batarang and then catching it, and that would have been cool. Not like, for like a fucking minute. It was fucking like, really? You could have put some cooler shit in there, and like, so yeah, it just seems too rushed. Like, too like, boom, here's Justice League. We don't give a fuck if you want to know how Cyborg this, or Wonder Woman that, or fucking Aquaman this, or Flash that, or whatever the fuck. Too bad. Deal with it. Suck it up. You're getting the fucking movie. And it's kind of fucked up. Like, I want to see a Flash movie. I want to see a fucking Aquaman movie, believe it or not, because I like the guy they have for Aquaman. He was dope as fucking Conan. He was dope as fucking Game of Thrones. I don't remember his name right now, but he's dope as fuck, and I'm fucking really excited. And then Batman, which this Batman, he kind of goes way off of what is conventionally Batman, because he kills people and uses guns, which Batman did use guns, which a lot of people really don't know that. He used it for about, I think, 30 issues. When it first came out, he used guns. And then they did the whole backstory, and then the no guns thing happened. But I think it was like 30-something issues that he did have a gun. But I don't know if he really killed people. And that was a thing that was, I guess, bothering a lot of people, is he actually killed people. Which, I mean, these movies, the DC movies, from what I've seen, is they're really, really gritty. They're really, really dark. And Marvel, in comparison, is like super, super bright and like, boom, color. And then DC's like, we are dark, you know? Like, which that's, a lot of their characters are really fucking dark characters. I mean, so that's understandable. But I mean, I have a lot of issues actually with the Justice League. I do like Aquaman being changed because the blonde guy with the orange suit and the green tights was fucking dumb as fuck. This one, it kind of makes a lot more sense. Like, he's, you know, he looks Islander, like he's an Islander and shit, and like you could believe, like, okay, this guy, you know, is Aquaman, you know, he's fucking, you know, whatever. And then Cyborg, so apparently in the trailer it shows him not as in the you know, with the cybernetic additions, and then it shows him with it, and I was kind of like, what the fuck? Okay. But they did like the 80s Cyborg, and then like, you know, the classic Teen Titans one where it's like, you know, like the half face and then the body, which with the advances in like cyber technology and shit, I mean, it could just be like, you know, like skin grafts and then like, you know, the eye shit. It doesn't have to be a whole metal faceplate on top. And the whole body thing, it looked like when they redid Ninja Turtles and they fucked up the Shredder suit, how it was like too complex, way more complex than it needed to be. Like, he's a cyborg. Like, you could just put like a metal plate to make it look like the shape of a human, and it would be dope as fuck. It just, you know, make it like a suit of armor, and it would look really cool. But it's like too complex and unnecessarily complex. Like, Injustice had it great. Like, you know, even the dark cyborg looked really, really cool. But this one, it was kind of like, I saw it and it was like, okay. I mean, the facing I can live with, but the body, it was like, really? What the fuck? And then the Flash suit, I kind of would have rather liked the jumpsuit, like the classic like jumpsuit, over like the Injustice, like overly unneeded complex like leather thing where it's like shoulder pad divided into 4 pieces, shoulder pad, like 6-piece mask thing, and then it's like, what the fuck? And then the thing that I don't get, which, I mean, it looks cool as fuck, but it's kind of like, I don't remember that. It's like, okay, Flash, when he would, like, move around or run, he would have electricity. But it would be kind of like, bzz, 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 you know, not like fucking, like, what is it? Static Shock, fucking, bzz, off his ass, like, like Electro and shit. There was no shit like that as far as I know. I don't know. I don't read a lot of DC. I know if I do, it's Superman or it's Batman. Or Wonder Woman too. But I mean, it's like, okay. And then they fucked up really bad when they did Batman versus Superman, because they killed off Superman. Yeah, he's alive, but they fucking killed him off, which is stupid as fucking shit, because they made Batman like a moron, so he killed Superman. And it's like, now they really fucked things up, because Justice League was the 3, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and then the main DC roster. Now it's Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Flash. It's 5. There was way more than 5. And Superman and Batman were like the leaders. Like, that was the way she was. And now they really fucked that shit up. But I really think they should have split it out into individual movies, because, yeah, as a fan standpoint, it works. As a marketing standpoint, it works. And, I mean, for real, yeah, you're going to spend like $100 million making the movie, but you can make like 10 times that probably in box office money. And think about it. You do. Okay, let's say they didn't fuck up and Batman versus Superman didn't happen. You can make a Superman movie, another Superman movie, which Man of Steel was fucking dope as fuck. Another one, maybe possibly whatever, Batman movie. I mean that's cool. I'd actually like to see that. A Wonder Woman movie, which is happening. Cyborg movie. Flash movie, which see. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg. That's about it. That's 6. Now think about it. 600 million, maybe, and then you can make probably like $6 billion plus. And then on top of that, fucking do a Justice League. After the fact, when you've already raked all the money in, raked it in, and assured an audience instead of like, oh yeah, you remember Batman vs. Superman, right? And how big we fucked up? Yeah, here's this. Boom! Like, that's just me though, and I'm not a corporate genius, but I mean, like, the potential to have, I don't know, I'm gonna say $70 billion, but I don't know how much, So let's go with $1 billion to make the 7 movies, and at least $1 billion in makeup instead of maybe fuck it. So okay, $1 billion for the one movie, or you can have like $7 billion. I would want the $7 billion, not the $1 billion. Like, for real, think about it. It's gonna take you a couple years to get to Justice League, but so what? You have 7 movies bringing in maybe $1 billion. I'm just gonna go with $1 billion. That's $1 billion. If you do like 2 a year, that's $2 billion a year, and it takes 3 years. That's enough to cover all the other bullshit you fucking do for the rest of the fucking year. Like, Marvel's making it in the shade because they did this, and they were the first ones because they would hint at it, and it was gonna happen when I Am Legend came out because that poster's there. But it fell through. And I would have loved to see that because maybe it wouldn't have fucking sucked ass. Like, I would have loved to have seen it like Batman and Superman collide, but they don't fight. Because them fighting was totally unnecessary. Like, from what I've heard, it was, I was there when Superman was fighting Zod, and it looked like he killed the people in my building, and I fucking hate him, and he's evil, and then I'm gonna fight him. Oh, his mother's gonna die. I don't hate you anymore. What the fuck? You wasted like fucking 2 hours to realize this bullshit, you fucking moron. What the fuck? Like, but that's just me, and I'm I'm a 19-year-old kid, and no one gives a fuck what the fuck I think, for real. I mean, come on. Oh my god, this is like some stupid voodoo bullshit. Like, think about it. Marvel has been capitalizing for the past 6 years with these Avengers films. And what has Marvel done? They had the Dark Knight trilogy, which that was really good, but that's all they fucking did. And when that ended, it was kind of like, okay, we need a new cash grab. Batman vs. Superman. Fuck up everything. I would have loved to have seen it after Man of Steel came out, have a Batman movie. Because it would have worked. And it would have solved all this fucking shit. But they don't listen to me. They don't pay me the money. So they don't give me that money. But I mean, that's just me. But yeah, I'm definitely for sure gonna see Wonder Woman, for sure, because I love Wonder Woman, and this is what I want to happen, is to have individual movies. But they're gonna do Justice League, and then after that they'll probably do like individual movies. But you just, like, okay, let's say you can't have a 3-hour movie, so like the most I think you can have is like 2:30. So in 2 hours and 30 minutes, you have to explain 3 characters' backstories, how they get these 3 members to join their team, the 3 members meeting each other in the team doing whatever, and then in that have the main story, the antagonist, his motivations, blah 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 blah, until at the like probably last 40 minutes of them fucking fighting. And it's, I mean, I would fucking love that shit. And then I don't know, I just think it's too rushed. They should have waited it out and, you know, done the Marvel route, because it just works a lot better, and it's financially good. I mean, for real. Think about Call of Duty. If it was like, okay, let's go with the Modern Warfare series, for instance, Call of Duty. Okay, let's say they didn't do the 3, they just did 1 fucking game, and it was a 3-hour game, and they tried to jam-pack all that shit in there. It would have sucked. But no, they did the smart thing, made it 3 games, and fucking reined in the cash. And that's what DC should do, is rake in the fucking cash, because it's there. It's there. All they have to do is go, here's the product, give us your money. And people go, okay, boop. Think about it. Just saying. Thank you for watching this video. If you actually did, means a lot. And yeah, that's my opinion on DC's fucking movie bullshit.